So back today with another video. We just thought we'd give you some of our side hustles, because nowadays one job really isn't enough, is it? And we all want some extra money for whatever we get up to, so we just thought we'd give you a few of ours.
So here we have 5 examples of side hustles that we personally do, and we're just going to go through these in a bit more detail with you.
So the first one we recommend is consultancy.
And with consultancy, this can really be anything. So what I would say is think about the skills you have, what job is it that you do, and could you provide this work as a consultant? So for us, we do finance. I've been an accountant for about 9 years. Don't do it in practice anymore, but this is something that I do as consultancy, and it's something that we do together. So yeah, we just do sort of like freelance accounts for people. That might be tax returns, bookkeeping, company accounts, all that kind of thing. But yeah, I think really with consultancy, it can literally be anything that you do in your sector. So I think like Jack's helped out with building work and stuff like that sometimes.
Yeah.
Like literally anything that you can do as a consultant.
Just to remember, with consultancy, you have built up these skills over a very long period of time, I'm guessing. So just make sure you get paid well, because your time is worth money. So the second one is monetizing content. This isn't something I have too much experience with, but Rachel is an expert at, earning through lockdown amazing figures that sort of blew me away when I first heard about it, but I'll let her explain a bit further. Yeah,
so this one is probably my favourite side hustle ever, really. Monetizing content. So this is something that I personally earn a 6-figure income from throughout lockdown, and yeah, it's just something that I really encourage everyone to do. I feel like for the majority of us, we're all on Instagram. We sort of probably use some form of sort of social media, so I think why not monetize that content? There's different ways to do this. On things like Instagram, you could perhaps do brand collaborations, advertising, all that kind of thing, and then you can also use subscription sites. So there's various subscription sites that you could use. And also with monetizing content, I think it's really important to explore the different platforms and see where you can make money. For example, something that I've done and a lot of my clients have done is taken content that was previously on Instagram, or that we would post on Instagram, and then use a different platform to sell that content, and it is something that you absolutely can do. I think people are always surprised about that you can sell stuff that you would perhaps post on Instagram. But yeah, that is definitely something you can do, and you can earn really good money from it. There are also apps as well, which have sort of different advertising jobs on. So again, if you have a following on Instagram of over sort of 3,000, you could use these apps so they come up with different jobs. It could literally be anything. It could be for food, clothes, and the jobs kind of pop up on there, and you can just apply for them like a regular job. You then take the picture, post it on Instagram, and be paid. So yeah, I think this is a really huge area, and there's just so much more that goes into it.
I think depending on what industry you're in as well. I mean, I've seen on these influencer apps you can even get kitchens. People give you kitchens and utensils and cookingware and all this sort of stuff. For us, it's property, so this actually would really help on projects. It would minimise our costs going in for very minimal output, sort of just like, let's say, a post, just to just push them a little bit. So it could be really beneficial.
Yeah, and this mural here is an example, of advertising. This is something that we got for our building. So yeah, I think that's a really good point. It doesn't actually matter necessarily what industry you're in. I do really feel like this monetizing content can work. You don't just have to be a model or anything like that. It can literally be across any sort of industry. Yeah, it does work if you choose the platform correctly. And moving on from this, I feel like this third one is sort of related to monetizing content, and that is selling artwork and designs. So if you're creative, if you do artwork designs, anything like that, this can be a really good option for a side hustle. So for me personally, I used a couple of websites to sell my artwork and photography. I used Etsy and also Redbubble. This can be really great, and it can be like you could actually make a physical piece of artwork and sell it. But what I used to do mainly is do digital downloads. So this is really good because I feel like essentially you do one piece of work and then it kind of sells in the background. But again, yeah, this can just be a really good way to make some extra money in the background.
Okay, so number 4, it's sort of more of an investment thing, but still a side hustle, I guess, because I put some time into it. So it is like sort of staking and trading and a bit of stocks here and there. I mean, it does take a bit of research, but I've sort of, some of the money that I've made from other, like I said, let's say consultancy things I have put into this just to compound it a little bit further. So this would just be going into anything you enjoy. So for me, I'm a bit of a gamer, and obviously when they had this big chip shortage, the price of chips went through the roof. So I sort of foresaw this and invested in, I think the companies were Nvidia and all these sort of similar companies, and obviously the stock went up, and just watch it closely, spend a few days, sit in it, sell it for a profit. Remember to take your profits and don't be too greedy. And then just continuously doing that. And I'm not going for the stupidly high gains, you know, a few percent here and there, but doing that regularly, it does make another side income really.
Yeah, and I think what I really like about this one is you can literally do it from anywhere, can't you?
Yeah, you can do it from absolutely anywhere, which is what I love. I'm a bit of a traveller, so I mean I can do it off my laptop, off my phone. I think just the accessibility of it nowadays, which no one had back in the day, is insane, and it's something that I think everyone should be sort of aware of, just because all of these companies do rule our lives a little bit. You know, with consumables, laptops, phones, anything really. I mean, if you're interested in makeup, invest in makeup things, or absolutely anything. So
yeah, that's a good one. And then the 5th one is buying and reselling on platforms like eBay, Amazon and Facebook Marketplace. So
over lockdown I had a lot of spare time and a lot of things that I've just gathered over the years. So I started going onto Facebook Marketplace, which I've fallen in love with really. And sometimes people don't know what they're selling. So I started buying and reselling stuff within a week, and I was sort of flipping profit, £100 profit here, £100 profit there, off things I bought for £20. So if you've got the time and you really understand, let's say, a product, let's say, I don't know, football cards, or it could be absolutely anything that you sort of got a good knowledge on. There's always going to be someone selling them out there that doesn't really know what they have. So just keeping an eye out, having a quick check on your phone every now and then, just for like 10 minutes a day. You never know what sort of bargains you can find, because there's always a buyer out there if you know the market well. So these are just a few of the side hustles that we get up to, all sort of things that we've just fallen into really. But I mean, there are so many different avenues that you can make a little bit of extra income for, just for your lifestyle, just for some extra clothes, for the takeaway at the weekend. So I mean, just rack your brain really, and just see what's out there, just explore the options, because you never know what just your knowledge that you've gained over the years could make you.
Yeah, and I think also just think about what are the things that you're interested in, and also go from there, because could they be made into side hustles? Because I know for me that's sort of what happened with social media. Originally it was just something that I kind of did, I posted, and then I realised that I could actually earn quite good money from it. And I think that can be the case with a lot of hobbies really. If you sort of put the time and the effort into them and market them correctly, you'll probably be able to make an income from them. Thank you for watching this video. We hope that you found it helpful. If you do have any side hustles yourself, we'd definitely be interested to hear what they are. Please do comment them below. And also, if you have any questions about these, or you want to hear more detail about what we do personally, please do give us a message.